Hey YouTube. Okay. So this video is gonna be on basically be careful what you listen to when you're a new nurse and you're on YouTube and you're listening to MedPass tips. Okay, so be careful what you're listening to, because here I'll just give you an example and we'll do a couple examples and let's get into it. Okay, 1 second.
Third tip.
Okay,
I want you to
right
check
here.
all your blood sugars and all your insulin. I want you, before you even start passing any prescribed medication, go and get your blood sugars and your insulins out of the way. Make sure that they are done so that way you can get your insulin done, especially if it's before meals on like 7 to 3 or 3 to 11 shift. You want to get those things out of the way so that way when you're actually passing your medications, you've already done one thing checked off your list and you've already given them their insulin, so they're good to go. Now all they need is their prescribed medication.
So basically, she made it sound like if you're doing a 9 a.m. MedPass and you got breakfast coming up, do your insulins real quick. Get it out the way. Okay, that's great advice and all, but once you stick that needle in their arm, their tray better be in front of them in 15 minutes. She didn't tell you that. Okay? Like, you gotta be thinking about the state, about state regulations, about the fact that that insulin is gonna peak in an hour. Oh, I mean a half hour. It's gonna start working in a half hour. I don't know if it peaks in a half hour, but it's gonna start working in a half hour. And there's a reason why the state says don't give insulin unless it's 15 minutes before the meal. And if they say, I want to see you do a sub-Q, they will watch you give the insulin, look at the time, oh, it's such and such time, whatever, and they will time you. They'll start a timer. So if you're a brand new nurse and you don't know state regulations and you don't know insulin and exactly how it works, you might listen to her and start your MedPass at, the blood sugars pop up at 7:30. You might do it at 7:30. That meal takes 45 minutes to get there. It's done. And if the state's there, they're watching you, you just got a violation. So keep in mind what the state wants, and keep in mind you need good habits. Keep habits that when the state's there, you don't have to do nothing different, okay? Where when the state's there, you just gotta be careful, like knock on the door and check armbands and like do that stuff that you're not used to doing because you know the patient. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that's one video. Let's check out another one. Okay, so this next clip is gonna actually be from the same video. Okay, let's get into it, and I'll talk about it afterwards. Okay.
Do not have a medication that is prescribed to a patient. Let's just go off and say they are on gabapentin 300 milligrams and their prescription isn't yet in from the pharmacy and you need that medication. So now this is not, before I even say this is not for people who are in nursing school. These are for people who are nurses who have their own license, okay? Before I even say this tip, because I don't want to get roasted in the comments. But like I was saying, if say like you need gabapentin 300 and you don't have it for that patient, it's not in from pharmacy yet, I would go ahead and borrow it from somebody else. Now, let's be very careful here. They actually have to have the same gabapentin 300, or if they have, let's say they have gabapentin 150, give them 2 of the 150s. But make sure that their med comes in. Go order that medication stat. Go order that medication.
Okay, guys. One thing that she did not say was, wow, my hair's a mess. Anyway, one thing she did not say was, what she told you to do is illegal. Okay. 2, what she should have said, in my opinion, is med pass tip number whatever. When you're doing your med pass, make sure at some point in your shift, like, make a note of it, do whatever you gotta do to remember, or order it on the spot. Order the medications that are getting low, not out. Don't order them once they're out. Order them when they're getting low. Okay? Because it is illegal to borrow medication. Now, on the other hand, I'm glad she said it. I mean, that's what happens. That's the real world. Is it right? No. What you need to do is, when you're doing your medications, make sure that med is ordered. Okay? And the other thing is, if the state is behind you and you do not have a medication, you would know you were out of medication before you even start popping the pills for that patient, because you're taking out the blister packs or whatever the medications are in before you pop any pill. And refer to step-by-step PO administration. I'll link it in the description box, and then I'll put it a link up above, okay? And at that point, what you would do is cover my names, lock my car, and go to that desk and call that doctor and say, look, doctor, such so-and-so is out of gabapentin. I don't care if it's freaking Tylenol and you don't have Tylenol. You have to go to that doctor and be like, so-and-so is out of Tylenol. Would you like me to put in an order, okay to hold until available for pharmacy, or do you want me to give them something else? And if it's out, go to the Pyxis. Don't borrow it. I don't know why she's telling you to do things that are illegal. Okay? Borrow it? Nah. I mean, yeah, do what you gotta do, but do every single thing you can do to prevent a medication from running out. That's the med pass tip. That's what you need to hear. Okay? I'm not going to say no more on it. Let's get into the next tip, or I might just wrap this video up. Let me see how long it is. Okay. I got to say one last thing. That video, I will link it below. That video was a good med pass tip video. I'm going to link it below because I want y'all to watch it. She has good tips, but keep in mind what I said. And that was Nurse Angie. Awesome video. I just wish she would have said it different. And there's nothing wrong with what she said. Like, she's telling you the real deal. She's telling you what goes on. She's telling you, it's just honest, okay? So I'm not in any way bashing or talking negatively on Nurse Angie, okay? Like, she's a good nurse. I could tell. She's a good nurse. She cares about what she's doing. And you can tell she cares about what she's doing because she's on here trying to help y'all. Okay? So, I am not talking bad on Nurse Angie. Like, Nurse Angie is the bomb. Like, she is good. She's good. You could tell she's a good nurse. I'm not gonna say it again. I just can't stress it enough that I'm not talking down on her. I just want y'all to know the flip side. Okay? Like, because in a video, you can't say everything. Okay? So, I just wanted to say that one last thing. Okay? Okay, guys. So, I've talked like long enough. I'm sure y'all are sick of me for this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you liked it, also subscribe, comment, let me know what you want to see. And if you watched this long, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'm just glad that hopefully these tips and whatever will help you guys. That's all I want. Okay? So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.